Okay, hello again everyone. So for your second mini lesson of the day for geography, because we're doing two today, we're going to look at and examine the geography of Mesopotamia. It's an ancient land, and it's this area that's shaded in green right here. Over here where I'm showing the Nile River, that's Egypt. That's our second topic. Mesopotamia really pertains to this area. And is referred to as Mesopotamia or the Fertile Crescent. It's crescent-shaped, and fertile means great for farming because of the water. So first we need to understand why it's called Mesopotamia and what that means. The meaning of the word of this region is Mesopotamia means between the rivers, so it translates to that word. So the rivers that this area is named for, or named after, are the Tigris and Euphrates rivers, and you'll be labeling them on your map both today and tomorrow. It's important to understand geography of each unit, and we examine the geography of each unit before we get into the history content and information of those units, because it helps you to visualize what part of the world that we are studying. And so we will start every topic this year with studying geography first. It often is one of the most difficult pieces of information that I teach for kids to learn, so it's really important that you put the time in now to learn it, to label these maps correctly on your Google slides that I provide for each student, and to make sure that you're doing it well. So your directions, you're going to use the slides in this presentation to label and answer the areas on the political map that have letters associated with them. And you're going to answer, you're going to label slides 6, 7, and 8, just like the other slideshow that we did on the continents and oceans. And I'll go ahead and show you. You're going to label not complete sentences. Remember, with maps, I don't need the complete sentence there. That's the only time that rule will apply, with no complete sentences. So I even put, like, A is going to be a body of water, whether it's a gulf, an ocean, a sea, or a river, or a lake. And so B, C, D, E, F, and G that we're labeling this map are going to be referring to land. If it's white colored, then it's land. If it's blue, like A, I, and K, or these rivers right here, O is pointing to a blue river, those are bodies of water. And you'll see that here, and you'll see that here. So those are the three slides that you are labeling. And so I provided you with this map of what's called the Middle East, and that Mesopotamia that I showed you on the first slide, the Fertile Crescent, that's all right here where my cursor is showing you. Okay? And so this is our political map. And as you should know from last week and from this week's lesson, a political map is different because it shows you the country name, which is going to be in gray, like Saudi Arabia, right here, Iraq, right here, Egypt, and in bold, a political map shows you the major cities. A city is a circle, and a capital city like Tehran is a star, and it's bolded. Right now, I'm not going to ask you for the city or the capital in bold. I'm just asking you for the bodies of water, and I'm asking you for the country names that you see here that are kind of gray. Oman, Yemen, Saudi Arabia, Syria, Turkey. It is super important that you familiarize yourself with this region, not only for what we teach and learn in class, but also because the United States in the last 20 years has been fighting wars in this region, especially in Iraq, and that's where soldiers are still today, American soldiers today. So it's important to not only know this for ancient history and for school, but it also does apply to our world around us and on the news. So again, you're going to label slides 6, 7, and 8 using this map. If you need something a little bit larger, and you can zoom on here, I believe, you can feel free to open your own web page and find a map, a political map of the Middle East. Political maps will show you, again, the country name, the city, the capital, and also these white lines are international borders between the countries that I'm tracing right here. Okay? Those are international borders, and that is what a political map will show us. So you're going to go to this map here, and you are going to identify each country and body of water that is labeled. Okay? And you're going to make sure that all of these letters are filled in on this slide 6, slide 7, and slide 8. And so I'm going to let you start working on that now. It's important not to fall behind. This is just simple map labeling, but once you've labeled it, you need to also be sure that you understand and remember and study it. And that it really means repetitions. You need to be familiar with these maps. I'm not going to make you do maps today, and tomorrow we're going to work exclusively on physical maps that show us landforms and other bodies of water. It's important that you know that we're not just going to do this for 2 days and be done with it. I will allude to these maps. Mr. Raposa and I will talk about these maps almost every single day. And so you're going to use them. So the information that you learn today and tomorrow will build, and we'll be doing Mesopotamia, this region, this topic, for about 5 weeks, and you're going to need this information in your brains. And there will at some point be a test or a quiz on it. So with that, I'm going to shut this down and let you work. And remember, we do not need to use complete sentences when we're labeling maps. And good luck.